So let's start the class. So today's question is taken from AIPMT 2009. The question is, the electric potential at a point xyz is given by v is equal to minus x square y minus xz cube plus 4. The electric field E at that point is, here the four options are given, right? So let's solve this problem. The potential is given as xyz is equal to how much? Minus x square y minus x square y minus xz cube minus xz cube plus 4. So we have to find the electrical intensity at the same point xyz, right? So we know that there is a direct relationship between the electrical intensity and the potential, which is given by E is equal to negative differentiation of the potential with respect to the position vector r and r cap, right? So for simplicity and for easy understanding, I am going to use another formula, which is the electrical intensity is given as the negative gradient of the potential, where this gradient, this symbol del can be written as I cap del x plus z cap del y plus k cap del z. So now solve the problem. The electrical intensity now can be written as minus del V, which can be written like minus I cap del x P plus z cap del y V plus k cap del z V. So the next step is that we must have to calculate this component of I, j and k, right, these terms. So let's proceed to solve this problem. The potential V is equal to given by minus x square y. We are just rewriting this potential here, minus xz cube plus 4. So at first let's calculate the x component, means del v del x. So here the other two variables y and z will remain as constant because we are taking the partial differentiation. In partial differentiations, if we take the differentiation with a particular variables, the other variables in general remains as constant, right? So here you can see here this y variable is a constant, and now we can write it as a minus y, and if we take the differentiation of x squared, it will become twice x, and in the next term you can see z is a constant and x is the variable here. So if we take the differentiations del x, it will become as 1, and the last term is a 0. So if we take the differentiation with respect to 4, means constant, so it will become a 0. So now we are getting minus twice xy minus z cube, right? Just after simplifications it will become like this. So next term that we are going to calculate is del v over del y. Okay, so here you see that z and x component will remain as a constant, and from this first term we'll get minus x square, and the second term there is no y component, so it will become 0. The last one is also 0, so it will simply become minus x square. And the last term that we are going to calculate is del v over del z. Here x and y will remain as a constant, so the first term will be constant. If we take the differentiation with respect to the z component, and it will become simply as negative 0, and I mean this minus symbol and then 0, and the next term is the xz cube. So x is a constant, and if we take the differentiations of z cube with respect to the z, it will become simply 3z square. right? The lowest term is also constant, so it will become 0. So simply we are getting from this relations minus 3xz square, right? Now let's substitute all these values in this equation. So then what we will get? We will get like this: electrical intensity is equal to minus I cap. What are the components of I cap here? We are getting these values, right? Minus twice xy minus z cube, right? And the values with j cap will be j cap this minus x square, and the last term is minus 3xz square, right? The next step is that I must have to bring this negative sign inside the bracket. Then what we will get, this negative sign will now become positive, and we can simply write it as a twice xy plus z cube. This I cap, I'm just writing this I cap at the end of this component. Similarly, this negative sign will become positive, and we can write simply it as x squared z cap, and the last term will become as a 3xz square k cap. So this is the answer. So if we just look into the options, option A, twice xy plus z cube I cap plus x squared z cap plus x squared z cap, then the last term is 3xz square k cap. So this is the option. So option A is matching with the answer. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next class. Bye bye.